All right, we're back, and now I think today we're going to focus on trying to get some power and probably upgrading our space a little bit, maybe even adventuring out and taking one of these buildings for our own. I kind of like this stone brick building, I'm going to be honest with you, but that one over there is kind of tied to our mine. So maybe there, I'm not sure. I think I do want to adventure around a little bit to see, but I think the first thing we need to do is we need to go in here and we need to take a look at our chest situation right now because we're not really doing too hot in terms of storage. Our storage is full. We have way too many items, just way too much stuff in general. I mean, this is all of my smelted stuff, which is kind of nice. And everything is still smelting. Well, it was smelting. I'm out of coal, it looks like. So we're going to fix that real quick. But otherwise, I think we need to upgrade our storage space today. I think we need to get in a different building and maybe work on this as a different little outpost, or maybe even make this house a little bit bigger. I know I just went and decorated and did all this cool stuff to it, but I also need a little bit more room and a little bit more space to do things. So I think that's kind of going to be the focus today. So let's see what we can do about these chests. So I know that in this mod pack, there's something called sophisticated storage. So if you've ever used sophisticated backpacks is what we made earlier when we made our backpack, but it also apparently has a storage mod, which allows us to upgrade our chests and also allows us to, looks like, put these exact upgrades into, yeah, here we go. These upgrades into our chest, which is very interesting because I'm not sure exactly how we would go about that. So basic tier upgrade, upgrades vanilla inventories to their sophisticated version. So what would that be? A redstone torch plus that. So we need redstone, and then we would need a redstone torch for iron. So we're going to go ahead and start with this. So we're going to need 8 per chest. And it looks like, you know, honestly, I don't think we need to upgrade that one, but we need to upgrade this one, these two, and this one. So that's a total of 4. So we're going to need pretty much most of our iron, which means we're going to need to go iron farming today and maybe even get into some bees. And there are 4 upgrades. And now we need more sticks, just like this, to upgrade these into our sophisticated storage stuff. So we have these. So now we're going to go ahead and upgrade it. Let's start with this one. So we're going to shift right click on this one. And that should, as it did, it should upgrade it to the sophisticated version. Yep. So we have the filter slot here, which is dope. And then we're going to take my torches out just in case. So we have a bug here. And then we're going to shift right click. And there we go. We have it upgraded. Okay. So now we have this organized. This is going to be like my food chest, kind of my food drops. Miscellaneous stuff like that. And this is going to be like my building chest. So let me go ahead and take that out of there. So this is going to be like a building chest right here, which kind of has some building things. I'm going to keep the honey in there for a specific reason a little bit later on, but I think I'm going to keep it in there for now. So now everything is kind of organized. We don't necessarily need a whole lot right now in terms of like gear and things. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to keep this iron on me just so I can upgrade or repair my Paxel. We got it up to where it can mine obsidian, so we can actually take a trip to the nether. I wanted to start an ore doubling. Look at me. So young, so naive. I had no clue that in all the mod 7 with the ore changes for 1.18, that everything has kind of changed in terms of ore doubling, and easy ore doubling has changed. I didn't catch this until I started editing, so this is editing me, and I've kind of changed everything up here a little bit, so you'll see that later in the video. And now it's raining. How fitting. So all the mod 7 actually changed a couple of the recipes for ore doubling. So normally you would go a route like a pulverizer or something with mechanism, and you would get 1 ore being turned into 2 dust. While this is actually still true. So if we type in iron ore and we take a look at how we can use iron ore, you can see that if we go to the pulverizer tab somewhere over here, it still turns into 2 iron dust. The problem is that we're not getting iron ore anymore. We're actually getting raw iron. So if we go and we take a look at this raw iron here, I need to start hitting U instead of R. But if we go and take a look at this raw iron here and go to the pulverizer tab for this one, we can see that it does indeed turn into dust. But there is an additional 25% chance to get an extra iron dust. So What this means is my ore doubling, and I say ore doubling multiple times throughout the video. Ore doubling just means a chance at a little bit more ingots. So I was naive and didn't take a look at the recipes. So going forward, you will see that as I'm setting up my ore doubling system. But essentially it's just an automated ore smelting system. So keep that in mind as we go forward. And there are new ways to get double the ores, and we'll be talking about that in actually the next episode. So yeah, stay tuned. It was kind of getting dark out. That's not good. And there's a couple of ways we can do this. And my favorite way is actually using the pulverizer. So that's one of the first things we can make, is the pulverizer from the mod Thermal Expansion. Now, I've followed Thermal Expansion in the Thermal series for a very long time, and I've always loved their machines, and their machines are pretty simple. It's like a throwback to the IC2 days and Buildcraft when they were like way back in the day. So that's the first thing I like to make. I hook it up to my iron furnace whenever I get there. So to use this, I'm actually going to need some tin. I think I'm actually going to need some lead. I could be wrong. Let's look. So we need, let's see if we have anything changed. We do need iron here. We need a tin gear, which is actually a different recipe. Usually it's only 4 with a piece of iron in the middle. But that works. So a piston, flint, and copper. Okay, so not bad. So we need this. I don't know that we have a whole lot of flint, to be honest with you, but we have just about everything else. So let's see. Do we have any flint? Because we could always go grab some flint, which I don't actually have. I think we're actually going to need to go grab some gravel. So that's what we'll do. We'll take our Paxel and go grab some gravel. And let me see if we can still make we can. Okay, so gravel, and then we'll be solid. So I had 2 options. I could either go get gravel from underneath, like way underneath in the mines, or I could just go swim for it. And I've made my choice. That was easy. All right. So now that we've got all that done, let's go ahead and start making everything that we need for our pulverizer. So first up, let's grab these 2. Oh, we do need an iron nugget. So let me grab the iron out of here. 2 copper gears. That'll take care of the left and right side. We need gold and we need redstone. Okay, so gold and redstone. So we have a gold piece here, and I think it's redstone on each side. It is. We only need 1. So there's that. Whenever I make a piston, I actually hate making this, and I don't really understand why, but every time I make one, I always think about that like car movie joke where he's like, you did what in a cup? Every time, never fails. Okay, machine frame. Now this is actually the hardest. We just need glass and we need the tin gear, which, oh, wait a second. Did it change? Oh, they do have 2 recipes for it. I didn't realize that. The thing is we don't have power for this yet. So we don't really have anything to use this for right now. So we have our pulverizer, and we're going to set this up in a second, but we got to have some kind of power first. And I actually really like RF Tool. They have a coal generator. There's a couple of generators that I haven't actually taken a look at it in the mod pack, and there's actually like a multi-block generator that I haven't seen yet, but we're gonna take a look at those a little bit later. So let's make sure that the recipe hasn't changed here. We still have blue dye, gold nuggets, iron, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and craft that. So first up, we're gonna make the machine frames. So we need the gold nuggets. That's easy. We're going to need the blue dye, which that's also easy, and then that will make us the machine frame. And then next up, we need 2 redstone torches. All right, and then let's go ahead and make this. And then now we have a coal generator. So for me to set this up properly, I'm gonna actually have to move this chest right here, which is, actually I gotta move that one. I'm gonna place the coal generator right here. I'm gonna fill it with coal, and it's gonna start producing power. So for this to work properly, I need the pulverizer to be right here. So the pulverizer, just like the iron furnace, if I go here into configuration, I can actually set it up exactly how I want to do this. So one of the things that they added in sophisticated storage is dollies. Now, dollies, there was a dolly mod a very long time ago that had these, and I need a slime ball. Do I have a slime ball? I do. Sweet. So that just takes a couple of pieces of iron, which hopefully I have enough. I think I have exactly enough. We make me an iron dolly, and we move this over. Even though it's 1 block, I'm just going to do it anyway. So I don't know if it's the same way as before. It isn't, so let's see if I can fix this. Let's take this out of my inventory. So right click, shift right click, shift right click. Hello, how do you use this? Maybe I need the diamond dolly to actually move it. I'm not going to use diamonds to make this. But can I move this one? Oh, I can move this one. What I was saying, it's probably specifically because it's this chest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try, I'm just going to go for it. Now we put the furnace down right here. And then we put our chest on top of it. And this will store all of our extra stuff. So let's put all this up, put up the raw stuff in here because it's going to pull and do all that good stuff. All right, so now we have to configure these. I know I really need to do something better about space because we're kind of cramped up in here. So that's something that we'll also do this episode is move. So just to kind of get us started on this, what we need to do is we need to configure this again. So the left is actually not going to be fuel input. We want to make this input, and then the top is output. So we got to configure this one the same way. So we need to pull from the top, which is blue, and then output to the side, which is red. And then we click these two buttons, and then there we go. So because this is producing power, we've got about 12,000 of, or is that 120? We have about 128,000 of it. It's going to fill this up, and this is going to continuously pull here. We can even usually see, yeah, it's pulling 20 RF per tick, and this is got 127,000. So this will work for a little while. I think I used all of my iron, so I probably actually need to go back to the mines. And yeah, that's going to be a whole lot of fun because it is... Oh, no! Oh, no, please, dear God, don't blow up my stuff. I swear. Look at me. Why are you just... He's like just jamming out. Look at him. He's just jamming out to the rain. Oh, I lagged for a second. Don't you blow up. I wonder how bad they do damage to everything out here. Okay, so back to the mines, and that's going to be rather difficult because the mines are rather low. So there is something interesting to note. Iron spawns actually really high in mountainous regions too, just like all the modium ore on here. So we can always go back and take a look at that a little bit later. Ah, yes, the beautiful, beautiful cave system that I just... Did I literally leave iron right there? What is wrong with me? All right, so my goal here is to get a bunch of iron, and hopefully I can get it relatively quickly, and that way we can repair our tools because I have none. So that is going to be the main focus while I'm down here. Okay, so this is a Stella Arcanum. Now, Stellas are actually really useful because you can make something called an Eternal Stella. I did not realize this was going to be so difficult to make, but an Eternal Stella is, it makes things indestructible. And it looks like we're going to need a lot of things for that. Required blood 1000. What is it with this mod pack and blood? So when you break these things, they explode. So let's hope I don't die here. We're just gonna hope it doesn't explode on contact. I don't know if there's something specific you got to do, but hopefully, oh, okay. All right, whatever. I got my Stella. Okay. Whatever. Is that another one? Oh my God. Round 2, I guess. Wait. Oh, okay. It blew up. All right. Well, okay. Either way, got our Stella. I'm happy about it. Okay, I don't know what I just heard, but I heard something weird. I don't know what that is, and I don't really want to know, to be honest with you. That sounds absolutely terrifying. Oh man, I'm not sure about that. I have no clue what that sound is, but it is directly above me and there's iron up there and I kind of need to take a chance. What is that? What is that sound? That is absolutely terrifying. It says it's above me. There's just so much iron right here and I kind of need it. There's dark gems right here. I'm just really terrified to just like do anything and then them be there and that be the end of my life. Why am I so scared of Minecraft? It's literally just a game about blocks. When did Minecraft become a horror game? This is not cool. I'm just trying to have a good time. Why they gotta make sounds so creepy, man? It's like right behind me too. Why does it sound like it's loading a gun? I'm not even going that way, bro. You ain't even gotta make me. Yo, I don't even know what that is, but that has actually got me I have chills right now, and I'm not even trying to have some chills right now. Like, It's in the middle of the night when I'm recording, and I'm not trying to like have some spooky Minecraft hours in the middle of the night. Not all this. Nuh-uh. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna see like the scariest thing on this side of the Mississippi. I'm not about that life. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. In my streams, I get scared of literally everything. So the fact that Minecraft be having some wild random noises and it's enough to scare me, it tells you enough. It tells you all that you need to know about me. Okay, I'm just not even gonna go that way. I'm gonna go back this way. Anybody got iron over here? There's some creepy dude down there, and I'm really just not having that right now. Okay, I'm not trying to. Okay, Minecraft is Minecraft, not Scarycraft. Okay, there's probably mod packs for that, but that ain't it for me today, bro. Okay, I really need to go back because my pickaxe is about to break. But God, this place is so beautiful. I would love to build down here. I mean, look at these pillars and these structures and the way the cave is outlined. Like, oh my God, I can't help it. I'm just so in love with the way this 1.18 generation is under the ground. This is what Minecraft's always needed. All right, back from our mining adventure. We have plenty of stuff to smelt, so we're just gonna go ahead and shove all this in here. All right, so now that we've done this, we get some iron smelting. It's gonna take us a little bit of time before that actually happens. So I do actually wanna make myself what's called a metallurgic infuser. I know I don't have the room in here, and I think it might be better for us to use it. Who am I kidding? This thing is gonna run out of power because of how quickly it's eating coal. So we're gonna make ourselves a wind generator is what we're gonna make ourselves eventually. So just to make sure the recipe is the same, which it is, we're actually going to make ourselves a metallurgic infuser from Mechanism. Now, I haven't actually dabbled in Mechanism a whole lot, but I absolutely love Mechanism generators. I'm a huge fan of the wind generators because these things can produce up to 60 RF per tick, or FE per tick, I think it is. And it all just depends on how high you are up, especially if you're in a mountain region. This thing can get kind of crazy, but they're also very, very cheap to make. I know it looks very intimidating, but these energy circuits are just gold and these infused alloys, which is just redstone and or iron together. It's amazing. You just have to make the metallurgic infuser, which is the start in pretty much everything. 4 pieces of iron, an osmium ingot, 2 furnaces, and then redstone dust. It's very simple to make, and we have all the stuff. Okay, we can continue crafting here. So we can make our metallurgic infuser. To do the same thing, I'm actually going to place this to the left. So to make the metallurgic infuser do what I need it to do, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the centerpiece right here. So the basic control circuit. So that just takes 1 osmium and 2 pieces of redstone. I'm guessing they added the dump button because before you actually had to break it and put it back down to empty that left slot if you overfilled it. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this. We're going to need 5 of these pieces of iron. So there's 1. Let's see what we have over here. Oh, we have plenty now. So let's go ahead and shove these 4 back in here, and let's grab 4 pieces of redstone. And while this is being made, we should be good to go. And this will work over time. So I'm actually going to go ahead and claim the chunk that I'm in. So this is, if I click right here, this is my team. It auto creates whenever you load into the game, especially if you're by yourself. So what I'm going to do is hit M because it's actually a shortcut, and I'm just going to click these just to kind of claim in a giant area here. And what I can do now, I think one of the protection things that happen here is when you claim it, creepers explode and they don't actually damage things. But I can also shift, actually I think it's shift left click, and it will force load these chunks. And what that means is whenever I'm playing this and wherever I'm at in the world, these chunks will always stay loaded. And that means that even if I'm too far away, I'll be able to make these things, and these things will still work even if I'm not around. So now we have everything that we need to make this except for the gold. Let's see, do we have enough gold? We do. So we need 6 pieces of gold total to make this, because you need this like this. You need these pieces in the corner of redstone, and then 2 pieces of these, and that will make us the energy tablets. And then now I can turn around and make these right here. So the wind generator. This thing is really, really cool. I really like this. So normally what I would do is I would actually go back through here and take 2 pieces of iron, stick it back through with some coal, and make myself some steel. But I'm actually not going to do that because I don't need those kinds of pipes, because pipes is literally the best mod I've ever ran into in my entire life. 2 redstone blocks, 6 pieces of iron, and a redstone piece, and we get enough pipes for everything that I need. So I'm going to do that. Bam, energy pipes. Now I'm going to need this pipe wrench. That's actually really important. So we're going to need to grab out our flint, which I think I put in here. 2 here. And yep, so let's go ahead and make that pipe wrench. Is it stone rod, copper rod? I wonder if I have to actually make a specific rod to make this work. Grab these, and then we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves, we needed looks like 2 copper blocks here. And then 3 sticks will make us a hammer. And then we needed 2 pieces of copper will give us, it's like this. Okay, makes sense. And now that we have these 2, we can actually take and line these up, put some flint down, and pipe wrenches there. So take the pipe wrench, take our energy pipes, and we're gonna go connect this on this back side here and to give us into some power here. Like I said, the higher it is, the better it is, but I'm not really gonna worry about that too much. So I'm gonna take and break these 2 here, and then we're gonna give ourselves room back here to go connect to all 3 of these. So this one right here, this one needs to be broken too. This one right here produces power. So with pipes, you actually have to do something to tell it to pull power from here. So I'm gonna right click here. And what that means is it's gonna extract the power out of this into the other machines. So now to do this, I just wanna make it a little fancy. We can place this here. We can see that it's spinning, and if I right click, it shows me that it's making 48 per tick, which is actually really good to start with. So we're gonna connect these up, and then same thing, shift right click, and now we have automated power. So this will run, and we don't have to worry about anything. This is actually really exciting to get. So we got our base power going, we got basic ore doubling, and that's actually really good for what we're aiming for. Now, I'm gonna put up my stuff, and we are going to go adventure into one of these places so I can take it over and move all of this stuff because I have just too much stuff here. All right, so I think we're gonna take over this building, mainly because it actually connects to the side over there, and I have this giant area right here I can use, and then we'll eventually grab that one a little bit later. So this is the building we're gonna be working through. So because it's daytime, it's actually not gonna be too bad for me to go in here and take over, hopefully. So hopefully this isn't too bad. One of these days I'll master that. We got poppies. I kind of like that. So we're going to go ahead and light this place up a little bit. So they put spawners in the wall. That's one of the biggest things that I've got to worry about. Oh, this actually connects right here. Is that marble? Oh, or that's quartz. Another brewing stand. Oh man, these rooms are actually crazy. I'm so glad I chose this one. See, there was a skeleton over there for a second. And this goes down. So we need to start by clearing the first floor, and then we'll worry about the rest of the floor. So we're just lighting this place up. Sounds, the house is right here. We're gonna have to break that out and rebuild. That's okay. Thought I crashed there for, oh, hello? That chest just kind of spawned underneath my feet, and I don't know how I feel about it. These rooms are kind of solid. I think we're solid on this floor, so we're gonna go all the way back over here, and then we're gonna go up and clear upwards. Make sure there's no spawners up here. This is a nice little place. I mean, we already have everything we already want, like set up. We got a nice little area. It's like a hotel we're almost making here. We got a rooftop. This rooftop is nice. I don't know what this is about, but I'm gonna place 4 torches here to be special. All right, so effectively we've cleared out this first little area, which is actually really good. So we got a little bit of movement. We just gotta go down. So down is where we haven't been yet, and I think this is actually where the spawners and stuff come too. So we're just gonna torch this place up, make sure I still have enough torches. This is gonna be such a nice little area too. Oh man, I hate building. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm so bad at building. So this makes things so much easier. And there it is. We've cleared the first area out. So that means we can actually effectively move over here, which is so exciting. So we're doing pretty good. We're out of, you know, torches or whatever, but we have a new house that we're going to move into. And I think that's actually going to be what I'm going to work on. The first thing I'm going to do is go to sleep. We're going to go to sleep. And then our hallway, we literally built a hallway. Y'all realize that? We didn't actually build anything else. We just literally built a hallway. That's it. I live in an oversized hallway. What am I doing? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move our stuff into this building, and we're gonna just occupy. I think I wanna, let's go take a look real quick. Plan this out a little bit. We're gonna go to this room right here, and I think we're gonna occupy this first room right here. We're gonna put some doors right here, and we'll eventually replace this with elevators. But I really like this first little room right here, and I think this would be a nice little room. We can put our machines in the back right here, and then we can actually take and go all the way to the top up here. And we can put our wind turbine all the way up here. And that wind turbine will actually generate us so much more power because it's up here. And it can actually stand right here. And I could fall all the way down there and die. I don't want to do that. So I don't think I'm going to do that. What is this? That's the elemental craft stuff. I like that chimney. We're going to go back down. And here's what's going to happen, okay? I'm going to move everything over here. And we'll be back right after these sponsors. All right, I'm going to show you something real quick that I think is like one of the best things to know about. If you take and you put oak in here, it will turn into 8 sawdust. And let me just tell you, sawdust is amazing because you could take sawdust and if you put them together like this, it will give you a cardboard box. Now, cardboard boxes are amazing because they can move these boxes so easily. I just put a cardboard box on each of them and it stores the data inside of it. And then I can just take and break these and move them. It's so cool. Hold on, let me show you. So just break, I think I actually just left click it and can break it. Yep. You can break it with any tool and it'll pick them up. And then I will be placing them at our new place here in a minute. All right, so to place these things down, it's actually very simple. I think these are my boxes that I need that... I'm not sure which one of these are these boxes, so we'll figure that out a little bit later. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Okay, so we're going to place these down right here. Just going to place down all the cardboard boxes that we have here because there's a bunch. And then we'll get that a little bit later. So if you shift right-click, it takes the cardboard box off. So basically all the cardboard box does is it just stores the entity data. So if I shift right click, you can see that this is my drawer from over there. And then I can take all of these cardboard boxes off and it will be all of my chests, which is actually really dope. And now I can tell which one goes where. So these are my 2 machines. So we're going to go ahead and set up for my machines right here. I'm going to break this side off here, because I'm going to have to go out here. Hey, sheep. Hey, crafting table from when I started. And then now I can move these 2 over here. So take the cardboard box, put it on these 2, and I know which ones are which. So we're going to put this one on the left side here. So this is our pulverizer box. So again, shift right click takes it off. And then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to break this and we're going to put this back. So now we still have things working. The only problem is that flew off the back side and it's down there. We'll get that a little bit later. But yeah, now we gotta hook up our wind generator because we still have these things being powered. I need to fix these back where we pull on these 2 sides here and it should be back to working like normal. I'm gonna need to make a wrench to rotate these back, but they're here and that's all that matters. So let me go ahead and get this wind generator set up and I'll set this room up and we'll be good to go. I don't want to die. A strong breeze is all it takes for me to get knocked off here. All right, and now I'm going to place this here, and let's see how much this actually generates up here. 56, so we got a whole whopping 8. Made that pipe too big. Oh! Now everything is moved, and I'm actually really happy because now this works perfectly. We have our little machine set up. We have all of our chests and everything on the side. We have a nice little pottery thing over here. It's kind of nice with the roses. And then right here, we actually have a little stairway out, so it works perfect. Now, all we really need to do is get more iron because I think I just used all of it to make those pipes to run straight up. Our windmill is all the way at the top. And we got ore doubling. We moved, we adventured, we cleared things out. It wasn't as adventurous as I'd like it to be, but we do have a new home. We have a new place, and I will eventually be turning that into my farmhouse, my little garden house, garden shack, whatever you want to call it eventually. That will be where I'm just going to completely replace all of this with a farm, and that's probably where I'm going to store all the farm stuff. So that works out. I think this actually works really well. And we have multiple levels for us to be able to do everything. So I'm actually really happy with it. And I think today turned out really well. So that is going to do it for this episode. And like I said before, if you guys enjoy this video, this has been my first playthrough that I've been putting on YouTube. I've been actually kind of worried. It's like, oh man, you know, this is my first playthrough. Am I overthinking it? Am I doing things well enough? What's going on? So if you guys could leave a comment below what you think about these playthroughs, if you like them, tell me all of your thoughts and if you're enjoying them. I know I'm actually enjoying all the Mod 7 a ton. It's been a ton of fun so far. So we're going to get into some bees on the next episode. Hopefully that's our plan. I've got a lot more searching that I need to do to find some, so that's kind of where we're headed. But thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will be seeing you on the next episode.